it's not easy. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and tell you that it's easy. It's not easy. You know how there's Accra Stay by Plan, eh? Yes, here there's America Stay by Plan.
I'm outside in an AMG, right outside, TT, two-turn baby girl, you know me.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Sheila-kate, aka Big Sheila for a reason, and Big Sheila with the vibe. If you don't know, well, now you know. From the title, today's video is going to be about how I'm paying my tuition as an international student here in the US. To be honest with you, I didn't really have plans of doing this video, but the number of messages I've received, Sheila, how are you paying your tuition? How are you paying your tuition? I'm like, you know what, let me just do this video. And yeah, but then before I even go into the video, I want to issue a disclaimer, right? Most of the things I'm doing, I'm just telling you my experiences, things I did. It doesn't mean you should do the same thing. Like, I understand you don't have to do the same thing I say you should do. So, for instance, right, a couple of days ago, a couple of people came to me, texted me like, hey, they were going to Ivory Coast just because I said I went to Ivory Coast. I'm flattered because it means that you guys are watching my video. But then again, I'm like, you don't have to do exactly what I say. I mean, I just did that video for you to know that you can actually go and do your interview outside your home country. You don't necessarily have to go and do it in Ghana if you're Ghanaian, right? So there are other places I planned on going. I considered going, but then I ended up going to Ivory Coast because of one or two reasons. So, but yeah, let me just tell you guys those places too. So you can also check out those other options, like explore them, because you never know, right? First things first, you could go to Swaziland or Eswatini. I know a couple of people that went there, and most of them came back with good news. You could go to South Africa, you could go to Namibia. Like Namibia, I know like 3 people that have gone there and they all got approved. So you could also check that out. You don't have to go to Ivory Coast just because I went there. There are other places you could go to. You can go to Gambia, right? But with Gambia, all I know is that you have to have been there for a while. Like, you have to be a citizen, right? You don't just get up and go there. They're not going to do the interview for you. You have to have stayed there for like a year or two. I know a couple of people that went to Gambia. So yeah, that is it. So you don't have to go somewhere because I said I went there, so you're going there, right? Try other places. If you have the money, you could go there. If you want to go to Ivory Coast or Cote d'Ivoire, to go because you want to. Don't go because I said. If anything, just stay back in Ghana and go and do your interview, because it's pretty much the same thing, right? Now, for this video, for the purpose of this video too, I'm going to tell you what I did, right? Once again, you don't have to do the same thing. Like, you don't have to do the same thing because it might not work out that well for you. Or even if it will work out, it will be probably different, right? Because we are different people. We're going to different schools, like different things, right? So you could just take some 1 or 2 things from it. Don't follow everything I did to the T, right? All right, so before I start, I just need to let you know that I'm in University of South Dakota. My fees per semester is like $6,000, so which is actually very good, very, very affordable, because I know a couple of people who are in other states, and if I tell you the money they are paying for tuition a semester is crazy. So my school, thanks be to God, is very affordable. That's how I'm able to like do what I did, right? I'll tell you as time goes on. If you're still watching me, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe. I know a couple of people keep watching me, but you don't subscribe. Why? I beg you, please just stop what you're doing right now and go and subscribe. Then you can come back. All right, thank you so much. So before I got admission to the school, right, I was thinking, how am I going to fund myself? How am I going to sponsor my education? All of that. So the very first thing I did way before I came here was I applied for an Empower loan. Now, I didn't get it. I don't know why, but I didn't get it. So that was when my auntie was like, hey, like, yeah, I could sponsor you. It's not a big deal. So if you watch my F1 visa interview experience, if you've not watched that, go watch it right now. I made mention of the fact that my auntie was going to sponsor my education. That was the initial plan. Now, I came to the US, and things didn't go as planned. Everything became like a total fiasco. Things didn't go as planned. My auntie was not able to keep her promise, which was sad, but then we move. It's one of those things. So then what did I do again? I tried to apply for Empower because I was thinking that, okay, now that I'm in America, I mean, that will increase my chances of getting approved. Once again, I didn't get it. In hindsight, I'm like, well, it's actually good I didn't get it, because that would have been another headache altogether, another headache. Like, how are you going to pay your loan? It was great, right? So then what did I do? At this point, I was stranded. I didn't want to be stranded. At this point, I was desperate, so I had to, like, desperate times calls for what desperate measures, right? So the next thing I did was I had to go and look for a job. Even looking for a job in America as an international student in my state, in my school, was quite hard. So if you guys want to know how I got a job, you could just put it down in the comment section. I'm going to do another video about how I got a job here in the US. But like, yeah, do that. So I got a job, right? Then when I got a job, the next thing I did was, because I got a job, I was eligible to apply for an SSN. So I got an SSN. SSN basically is a social security number. So it's a number, a 9-digit number, basically for citizens and temporary citizens, or like, yeah, which is me, right? So I got an SSN. So now when you get an SSN, right, you are eligible. You can only get an SSN if you're working, and you're eligible to apply for a credit card, right? So that's what I did. I applied for a credit card, and with the credit card I applied for, I was given $2,000, right? So basically, America is run on, like, America runs this credit system. Like, do you understand? We don't really have that in Ghana, so it's very different here. Basically, everything you do here, you need your credit score, right? And you have to be very mindful of how you, very demure of how you spend your credit card, right? The fact that it's money, it just doesn't mean you have to spend it like boom, like that. So I know a couple of people that have 1 or 2 or 3. I just applied for one. I had to be very demure of how I did that, right? So I applied for just one, and I got $2,000, right? So when I got the credit card, what I did was that earlier on I told you that my school fees was like $6,000 a semester. So I paid $2,000 with a credit card. Then that leads me to like $4,000. Do you understand? This is what I did. So the thing about the American system or educational system is that they actually understand. They know how hard it is for international students, because we are paying lots of money. They know how hard it is. So they just expect you to come and tell them whatever you're facing. So I went to the school and I told them, hey, like, this was the plan. This was the initial plan, but then things are not going as planned. So what's up? How can you help me? Then they were like, okay, so at least I'll pay for like the $2,000, and that means I've made some sort of like allegiance, like they know I'll run away. So after the spring semester is the summer period, right? And in summer, unlike the semester where you're allowed to work for just 20 hours, in the summer you're allowed to work for 40 hours. So they're like, okay, what they're going to do is that they're going to put me on a payment plan. Payment plan, basically either 4 months or 3-month payment plan, where the amount of money you're supposed to pay, they'll split it within the month, or like within the 4 months that you have. Do you understand? So initially I was supposed to pay $4,000. They split that $4,000 into 4 months. So let's say in a month I'm supposed to pay like $1,000. Do you guys understand what I'm trying to say? So that was the payment plan they signed me on. So I was able to finish the spring semester, and then when the summer started, luckily I got a job which allowed me to work for 40 hours. Therefore I was getting money. I was getting more money than I was getting during the semester, right? Because I was working 40 hours. More working hours, no school hours, therefore more money. Do you understand? So I was working 40 hours. So when I signed the payment plan, they connected to my bank account. So immediately I get money for my summer job. They just take let's say $1,000 every month. Do you guys understand what I'm trying to say? So yeah, that's what I did. And then with my job, my regular job during the semester, I used that to pay like my rent and my bills and all of that. Do you understand? So that was just for food and regular things. But then I started paying the rest of my $4,000 tuition during the summer period. And the summer was like around May, June, July, August. Do you understand? So that was what I was doing. May, June, July, I was working. Your girl was working. So I managed to pay my spring fees or tuition. So I know you're wondering, oh, how about the fall semester? How do you plan on paying that? Because currently we're in the fall semester. So whilst the spring semester was ongoing, I was still looking for a better alternative, right? I was looking for a better job. So I was looking for a graduate assistantship. So like I said, with the graduate assistantship, basically you could either work for a professor or work for a department, or you can work for any of the offices on campus. So once you sign that GA contract, you get a tuition waiver. Basically, I think the school offers like takes 50% or 60% off your tuition. Do you understand? So, and then you get stipends every month. All you have to do is just work in exchange for that once you sign the contract. Do you understand? So like I said earlier, my school fees ideally, or my tuition ideally, it was $6,000. But currently I'm a GA. I signed a contract. I got a GA. I signed a contract, and right now my fees are $2,699.40. Do you understand? So I moved from like 6,000 to almost 3,000, right? Which is like half, right? Exactly. So currently, as I speak to you right now, I'm a GA. I don't have to pay for 6,000. I'm gonna get stipends every month, right? So what I did after that was I applied for the installment or the payment plan. So with this 3,000 I'm paying, is going to be cut across 3 months, right? So every month I have to pay, like, let's say, my math is not good, but let's just say like 900 and something or 800 and something. Do you understand? Do you get what I'm trying to say? Yeah. So that is how I'm going to pay my tuition, my fall tuition. And for as long as I'm in South Dakota, all I need to do is to have a GPA of 3.0. 3.0. All I have to do is maintain a GPA of 3.0. I don't have to go below that. Speaking of that, right, you know, back in Lagos, right, I used to hear people say, why are you learning? Your GPA won't do anything. GPA can't find your shit. Please don't say that, because here, for you to sign a GA, you need to have a GPA from Ghana, like of 3.0, right? So imagine if I wasn't paying attention, like I was just fooling in class then, because I was following people who were saying that, oh, GPA is not anything, you take it to heaven and all of that. I wouldn't have gotten that GA. It's really, really important. Academic validation is really, really important. Don't let anyone lie to you, because you will need it. So the reason why I didn't get GA when I came was because I came during the spring semester, and getting GA during spring semesters are really, really, really hard, because people are already there. So you have to wait for people to graduate so that there'll be slots, right? So that's how come I struggled a lot during the spring semester. If I had come during the fall semester, it would have been easier. Do you understand? That's how come now I have a GA. I know I'm talking too much, but that's it. So now let's take it back to the credit card. With the credit card, right, now currently I'm paying off my credit card. I think I'm almost done anyway. So basically with the credit card, right, once you use it, after a couple of months you have to start paying. So the credit or the app will tell you how much you're supposed to pay at the end of the month, right? So sometimes it'll tell you, oh, you're supposed to pay maybe $30 by this month, by this day, but I don't wait for that time. So anytime I get some money, if I get $100, I just put it there. If I get this, because right now I'm trying to build my credit score, because it was really bad, because I use everything to pay my fees. I use everything at once. Do you guys understand? It's very complicated. That's why I didn't really want to go into this thing. But then currently I'm paying my credit card. So whoever is watching me right now, once you use that credit card, whatever it is you use it for, make sure you pay diligently and on time. Don't wait till that time to pay. So let's say they say, oh, by 29th August you're supposed to pay $30. Don't wait till that 29th August. If you have money, just put it there, and then that's it. So yeah, that is it, guys. That, like I said, this video is going to be very, very short. But then if you have any questions, just feel free and put it down in the comment section, or you could just text me on Instagram, _. I'm going to leave my Instagram handle over here so you guys could check me out. And also, like I said, I was able to do all of this because of where I am and because my fees were very affordable. But if you're going somewhere where you're going to pay more than what I'm paying, I don't know how that's going to work. But like, yeah, just be mindful, be very careful. Don't do exactly what I did. For this video, someone's going to be like, oh, so why didn't you call your family? Why didn't you call home? Why are you not talking about family support and all of that? The thing is that I left home to feed home. I just didn't feel comfortable calling home for money. Do you understand? I didn't feel comfortable calling ma, I just didn't feel comfortable. So I had to like find other means. And also, I know the way I'm sitting here, all demure or mindful or considerate, you guys are going to think that it's easy. It's not easy. Like, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and tell you that it's easy. It's not easy. If my pillows could talk, it will tell you the tears I shed on those pillows, right? So all I'm just trying to do is help people out who are in my situation or who would be in my situation, right? And I realized that I don't know if people are not speaking up or people are not telling the truth as it is, but a lot of people are showing just the nice part. So this is why I'm here. I'm going to tell you exactly, I'm going to be very open and tell you exactly what it is or how I'm surviving here in America. And also with the food, right? If you watch my other video, I told you that here we have like we have a community pantry where you can go there for free stuff, right? You know how there's Accra Stay by Planning? Yes, here there's America Stay by Plan. You have to do calculation, you have to do this and do that. That is what, see, America is full of calculations and qua. So you just have to live according to your code. Hey, cut your coat according to your size. So yes, you have to live according to that coat that you've cut, right? Exactly. That's it, guys. I hope this video has been very helpful. If you have any other questions, just please leave it down in the comment section down below. Feel free to text me. I'm very willing to help. If I know the answers, I am willing to help. But then please, I am not a travel consultant. I don't know anything. This is just me sharing my experience with you. So yeah, I should take it easy on me, right? I'll see you guys in my next video. Until then, it's still Big Sheila for a reason, Big Sheila with a vibe. If you don't know, Well, now you know.